All right, I'm going to see if I can cheat and get a message out that I want to get out. Now, I watched a video yesterday and it was two herbalists. One was a vet talking about all sorts of things. That didn't get struck down, but yet I mention stuff like that and my videos get struck down, so go figure. So you might be wondering, what is this little contraption that I have on, okay? This is one of those face packs for like wisdom teeth removal. And when my son got his teeth removed, unfortunately he had to, my son's eye tooth never came down. So he ended up getting Invisalign and he had to have his wisdom teeth removed. And he did not take any painkillers whatsoever. He didn't take anything for it other than what I gave him. And this thing is a lifesaver. Okay, he actually had a different one that they put ice packs in from the dentist office, which we immediately removed and put heating packs in because I'm a big fan of heat. And I've never seen it increase bleeding. Like, the bleeding was totally normal. It didn't increase it at all. And you're supporting healing and you're facilitating healing, increasing blood flow. And, you know, of course they say, oh, you're increasing inflammation, but that's the healing response. You want to increase the healing response. You are going to get a much better heal, a much faster heal, and you're not suppressing the immune response. You're not suppressing the healing response. So I wanted to show you guys, this only has one heating pack in it. I do not have one on this side, okay? Because I wanted to show this on one side if you have an earache, okay? It's really great for swollen glands as well. Now, this is very comforting and very soothing, but it also helps to speed healing, all right? Heat is one of my favorite things for pretty much anything, okay? Like literally anything other than a burn. You wouldn't put heat on a burn. And if somebody has heat stroke, you're obviously going to want to cool them down. But heat is definitely my go-to when it comes to pain in the body, injuries, infections, anything of that nature, okay? And this is tried and true a million times. I've recommended it to all my girlfriends for their children. And my husband uses heat. My husband was one of those children who had reoccurring ear infections. When he met me and started to get off the antibiotics and started to do things differently, he actually went years and years and years and years and years without getting one. And then he would get one like on occasion, but they would go away relatively quickly. And then the last couple of years, he's actually gotten them more often. But again, I could tell you why, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Anyway, so this is tried and true. Okay, the heat is amazing. And you can sleep in this, even though the heat is going to go away after about 30 minutes. You can also get one of the electric ones. Okay, this is an electric heating pad that also goes around your face, but I don't like it on my face because I don't want it on a side if I don't need it. So if I were to put this on my ear, I would fold it like this and I would put it on my ear and then I would sleep on it, okay? This thing is dangerous though. So I used this one night for something, I don't remember what. And I woke up the next morning and I had left it on the never shut off setting and it actually almost burned my pillow. So you have to be really careful. So now I keep it on the timer part. So I keep it on the 60 minutes. That way it will shut off and you got to be careful because the hot setting gets really hot. So I usually keep it on medium or low. Although the temperature waxes and wanes, it doesn't stay the same. But I find that to be true of most heating pads. The heat doesn't stay consistent. So what I like about this is it stays pretty consistent and then it just fades out. It doesn't go up and down. So I really like this. So this is a godsend, all right? And of course, for those of you that have watched my videos, you guys know that I've raised my children without modern medicine. I don't use modern medicine. And I have a lot of friends who are actually raising their children without modern medicine. So it is absolutely possible. My kids have never had antibiotics, and we've managed everything naturally. And I swear he is one of the best healing supports out there. Huge fan. Okay. So just remind you guys, my son, when he got his 4 wisdom teeth out, they were sideways, completely sideways, which means it's a little more effort to get them out, and it's much more traumatic for the mouth. And the surgeon was really trying to get me to fill the prescription for the painkillers. And I said, I'm not giving my son painkillers, like, not happening. And I said, we're actually not even going to use Tylenol. And he looked at me like I was flipping crazy, or Advil, whichever it is. Advil, I think, right? Advil. I said, yeah, we're not even using any of that either. And he's looking at me like, yeah, lady, you're crazy. Like, I know that's what he was thinking. He literally thought that I was crazy. And I said, no, we don't do that stuff in my house. I said, we just don't do it. I said, if he was absolutely miserable, like to the point of like crawling up the wall and nothing I was doing was working, then I might consider it, but I don't see that happening. I am not giving my child an addictive substance for pain. Not happening, when that pain is going to go away. And I know it sucks. I know it sucks having to go through it. I have pushed through some pretty serious pain. I know what it feels like. But we don't even do Advil or Tylenol. Okay, so my son got through it. Heat was the magic. Granted, we took other things. He did other things, but the heat was the magic. That was his favorite thing. And we pretty much kept it on consistently for like the first 4 days. He could go periods without it during the day, but night would come, and then he really, really liked it at night. But yeah, it was amazing. And I didn't have this then. We only had these. And I think I only had to get up one of the nights to reheat them. Basically, he just needed it to fall asleep. And then once he was asleep, he would sleep through the night. So yeah, pretty impressive. So anyway, I just wanted to share. All right. I think everybody should get one of these, or 2. If you have multiple children, get more than 1, because heaven forbid all your kids get something at the same time. Okay. Signing out.